Yeah, and you can see how it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now, but it wouldn't surprise me as that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
John Lester will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Howie Kendrick heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And a fastball is swung on and missed. And there is your first out of the contest.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Corey Seager will stand in here in game 1, and he'll be looking to put a disappointing division series behind him.
Yeah, it was disappointing in that he wasn't able to really carry much of the load. But I know he's grateful to have a shot at redemption here in the league championship series.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
And he misses with it. 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
In there, and it's even now. 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Wow, look at the stop by Rizzo. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Nearly a remarkable play that scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Fastball called for strike 2.
No taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Lester sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So a strong top of the first for the lefty John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Rich Hill will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Dexter Fowler.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. To his right, Seager. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
And here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
And he falls behind 0-2. That's popped up now towards short right field. Hernandez onto the grass, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Ben Zobrist, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game 1. You get the scoreless top out. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
Now the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. But you can tell he thought he had him.
I thought he had him, too.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Adrian Gonzalez.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive by Baez. Got him.
Oh, what a play. Well, that's the big leagues right there. The worst part of this is, as a hitter, since it's to the right side, you get to watch this whole play unfolding right in front of you. And believe me, it's not a whole lot of fun. That's a super play, and you're out.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
A good job there of making a two-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
A pause, and the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. One there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Addison Russell strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Addison Russell.
Skied into straightaway right. Puig giving chase. Uh-oh, he whips on it.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
That evens it up, 1-1. Hit to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
Batting seventh,
Javier Baez digs in with one run in and one gone in the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. One and one. Bases are empty, one man out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
batting eighth.
David Ross takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Around third and being waved on home.
And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. John Lester will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows that this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. One out and a runner on third. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Dexter Fowler stands in.
24, Dexter Fowler.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
It's a 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
He's set and the 3-0 offering. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Chris Bryant gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Slow curveball at 74 in for a strike.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's...
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Taking a little bit of a risk there. You'd hate to see him make the final out at second, especially when you've already got a runner on third, but he gets a great jump here, and now a 2-out single will drive home 2 instead of just 1.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Still 2-2. Push to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Peterson is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
The pitcher, Rich Hill, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Line to the right side. Well, this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only one out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. The second for one. On to first. And for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play. And with Ben Zobrist digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball one.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, no, he hasn't earned it.
Drilled to first. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Addison.
Into the box, Addison Russell. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Lays off 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Javier Baez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
And here he is in the 3rd inning. Trouble again. just has not been able to find his comfort zone out there.
Down the third baseline. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
David Ross stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selected now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And, oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Justin Turner is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Lester's ready. First pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Corey Seager steps into the box. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And there's ball 2 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Digging in, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Hayward. Gone! A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard-hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Here's Adrian now as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. And that misses, ball 1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there, perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Fly ball out to right field. Hayward giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Dodgers do get a run, and it comes on the home run by Yasiel Puig.
Bottom of the 4th coming up.
John Lester lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So 1 away now for the center fielder, Dexter Fowler. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside, 1-0.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Chris Bryant will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a fair amount of first pitch strikes, about 60%, but you've got to locate better, and that's the reason why he's having a tough time out there.
In there, 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
First baseman
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one will get this one. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ball 2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
left fielder,
Ben Zobrist gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Peterson has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Jock Peterson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Rich Hill stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. And that's a loud out number 1.
And that's one of the hardest hit balls these guys have had all game long, and I'm not so sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing when you consider it's the pitcher doing it. But even he wound up having nothing to show for it.
Howie Kendrick stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
And when you start to judge a center fielder's strengths, I think top of the list is positioning. Being able to study players and know where balls are going to be hit has a lot to do with being a great outfielder. And I think that it paid off for him right there.
Into the box, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Swing and a liner, but foul. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Sent on the ground out to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Corey Seager will come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it 4-1. Addison Russell comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's a first pitch curveball taken up and in for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Jason Hayward will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk. Javier Baez stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. curveball looked at here for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's a pitch popped straight up. Playable behind the plate for Ruiz. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The catcher,
David Ross stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Yasiel Puig will lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Adrian Gonzalez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Lester into his motion. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball right side. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Now to the plate, Carlos Ruiz. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. John Lester is going to hit here with his guys up by 3 in inning number 6.
Well, Matt, he's got some cushion to work with here, and he's throwing the ball well, so he's earned himself not only that chance to hit one more time, but more importantly, a chance to go deeper into this ball game out there on the mound.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the third time. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
And reined in, one away. Dexter Fowler digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
When he starts leaving that curveball up, that's a sign he's getting a little tired out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitcher. He's going to get hurt.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, if not for the defensive problems, this would be a pretty good line. 4 runs allowed, but you can see in the highlighted column, just one of them earned.
Chris Bryant will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is skied out to deep center field. Back goes Peterson. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the series as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. Ben Zobrist will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
The shortstop,
Addison Russell is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
2 down, runners at first and second. Shot towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Into the box now for the Cubbies, Jason Hayward, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kendrick is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Cubs tack on another. Leading off the inning, Kike Hernandez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lester gets the sign, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Hard liner toward short, but a great diving catch, and this could be a double play.
Well, part of the reason why these guys may be on their way to a victory is the fact that they've played errorless ball so far to this point. And not only that, they're actually taking hits away as he lays himself out here to make a gorgeous play on that one.
Chase Utley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 26, Chase Utley.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit out towards second. There's Baez to second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. Luis Avilan will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Settling in now, David Ross. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle. Comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out. John Lester will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And the count will be full. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow. Dexter Fowler will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here.
And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Exhibit A right here for what can happen when you give up a 2-out walk. Now he's concerned with getting ahead of the next guy, so he winds up grooving this first pitch, and the next thing you know, this guy's circling the bases with a 2-run home run.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 7 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Another good inning for the Howie Kendrick will stand there half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Liner towards second, and this is knocked down over there. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Dodgers have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
You've got to wonder if fatigue's becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100. on his way to pitch number 100. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Skied into very shallow right. Hayward has a beat on it, 1 away. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Corey Seager gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a high strike there, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Yasiel Puig will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he misses it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting number 23, first baseman
Adrian Gonzalez will step in. A ground-out victim as last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Around third and being waved on home.
The run scores from second. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Well, this game isn't over yet, but they're at least able to tack a second run onto the scoreboard here. You never say never in this game, but this hole might be a little too deep to dig out of.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Underhanded flip. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Cubs lead it 7-2. Anthony Rizzo digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Out for the Cubs, first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
Here it comes. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Reined in. And he's retired here, one away. Now in the box, Addison Russell. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. And there's ball 1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
High and deep to left center field. Peterson going back on it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. A ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Javier Baez will be next. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Turner is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Here's Javier Baez as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. This is hit well out toward deep left field. Kendrick racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. And he is in there. Into the box now, David Ross. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Seager is up with it. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on it, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Mike Montgomery will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Number 38, Mike Montgomery. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot.
Kike Hernandez will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. 1-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler on the run. He's there and records the first down. Jock Peterson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
The story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Josh Reddick will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And that's a hallmark of this ball club. They'll fight you to the very end. They were down to their last strike, but he decides he's not ready to go home just yet. And that's your one responsibility in this spot. Just keep the line moving for one more batter.
Here's Howie Kendrick, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Justin Turner stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Line hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 9-3 ball game.
Well, apparently they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Corey Seager will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
He's set, and the pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
Well, you know, he's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there. He's looking for the right formula, but he hasn't been able to find it.
That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Called a strike there, 2-1.
Oh, and a good fastball hitter here. To me, that's a little surprising that he wouldn't be swinging away on 2-0.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 9-4 ball game.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good change up there.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Baez has it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken their first step as they claim game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 9-4. Good night from Chicago.